Welcome to the top 10 board games of all time so far. Let's get started with number 10, going down to number 1. Starting at number 10 is Pentagon. In this game, you'll have this board. Please don't, no, I don't want you to come off yet. And then you'll have these balls. So, say I'm white. I would put a ball on every turn. I would put a ball on, then spin it. Or spin a different one. Like black could go here and spin this, and now he would be here. Sometimes you can really use that. Like if there's a setup like this, to win you need to get 5 in a row. So say you did this, you can move this instead. Then you would actually have all 5 in a row. So spinning can be really useful. This game is also very quick, which I like in case I don't have a lot of time. And it's very easy to learn. I basically just told you that in less than a minute. And it's also really fun. And that will stop our number 10. Time to go to number 9. 9 is bingo. Now, I know you might think that bingo should be a lot higher on the list. But, this game, bingo is, done, a million times. So, while it is still fun at number 9, there are some other games that are just beating it, because they're a little bit more new. In bingo, this game, the kind with this thing can sometimes be fun. Here, if I turn it, it will sometimes be fun being able to turn the thing to make them fall and go here. But that's like one part of it. There's it's not really that much to do. Also, bingo is a game of luck. There's no real strategy involved. Maybe, if they made a bingo where, you had a bunch of one number, maybe it would be a little bit higher on the list, but it's just been done too many times. But it's still a great game, which is why it is on the list. Next, we'll go to number 8, Beat the Parents. The board game. The actual board for this game is really simple, really. You'll have all the dots, parents wild card, on the other side, kids wild card. Here. So, basically, there are 2 pawns. Red for parents and yellow for kids. So, you every turn, each card has 3 different ones. So, ask the parents. When it's the parents' turn, you take turns. When it's the parents' turn, what kind of paper was the American Declaration of Independence written on? Hemp. What does that say? Hemp, I think. Hold on. That says hard to tell, even without the camera. I think it says hemp. Hemp. Whatever. If the parents get it right, then they'll move one space and do the second one on parents' wild card. If they pass it or land on it, then if the parents land on it, you would do this. You take and when you would be able to read it, and then forward 2 spaces right here. If the kids land on it, not pass it, only land on it, then they would read this and this. Then there's the kids wild card on the other side. If the kids pass or land on it, then it would be the kids side. And if the parents land on it only, then you would do this. So it's really fun, quick, and easy to learn, and I think I really like it. 7th on the list is Monopoly Cheaters Edition. It's really fun. There's this big board. It looks normal, but Pennsylvania Avenue is free. States Avenue is the cheapest on the board, besides the free one. This is actually 60, and that's the first one. You can see this. Over here. Hold on. Okay, this way. There's a bunch of, when you land on a railroad, you only go to the next one. Then there's 5 cheats spaces. Now let's look at everything. There's so many different cheats, like, here. Your turn, move another player's token instead of your own. Collect 300 when you pass go. But you don't want anyone to see you doing the cheat. Otherwise, you'll get the cuff. There's the dice. That's not part of the cuff. Also, the money. There's a lot of money. 10s, 10. There are. Here, I'm gonna. 10s, 20s, 50s, 100s, and 500s. You start the game. When you're bankrupt, I don't think that's a loss. Wait, it is, but the game doesn't end when you're bankrupt. Why? Because you have so much money at the beginning. The game ends after every property has been taken. There are chance cards and community chest cards. This is just a really fun game. On 6 is the classic game Sorry. This game can be really good. Like the board is so clear. The pieces look great, and the cards. The other side not as much, but this is still really clear. Anything under here, I forget. No, just instruction. Yeah, the instructions are a little long, and I think double-sided. But it's really good. Basically, to play. The only problem is it's only a luck game. You pick a card. I mean, there's like a little bit of strategy. When you get an 11, you're allowed to trade. Will you do the 11 or trade? When you get a 7, you can split it in half. Will you do 4 and 3, 2 and 5? There are so many different splits. Will you do 1 pawn at a time or move them all at once, taking turns? When you get a sorry, who will you put back to start? And there is a little bit of strategy, but it's more of a luck game, which is why I don't really like it. Also why it's on number 6, but next we'll go to number 5, and this is when they're going to get a little better for me. Number 5 is the game Mastermind. Now this game is it's really good of a brain game. So basically the code maker will make a code here. The code breaker will use these to try to solve it. So basically you'll get these. I'll put them down. So these will go in each. These will go in each of the holes. I'll do that off camera. So here's the 4th of them. So the code breaker, has to try to find out what the code is. So if I turn this to the code breaker side, he'll do something like, maybe he'll guess purple, pink, orange, yellow. But so then this would be here. So you would do is orange. Orange is in the wrong spot, but in the right column. So, it's the right color in the wrong spot. So you would put in right over here you would do next to it a white marker. Then purple is in the right spot as the right color. There would be a red. Pink, there is none. And yellow is in the wrong spot. That would be a white. So, orange, white, and yellow. White and purple. No, wait. White. So, purple is correct, but he doesn't know that. And he knows two of them are in the right color but the wrong spot, but he doesn't know which two. So you'll be able to use all 10 of these, and then you'll lose. Pretty simple, but not simple to play. And to get more interesting, Dogman Attack of the Fleas is based off of the book Dogman and is really fun. With 2 to 6 players, you can choose between Petey, the world's most evilest cat, but actually not the evil person in this game, Dogman, the hero, the chief of police, Cat Kid, the good person, Petey's son, well, clone, but he calls him Papa. He's a clone, but when he made him, he turned out to be young. Sorry. There's the reporter, Sarah Hadoff. There's ADHD, the robot, and the helper to this guy, Cat Kid. His name is Little Petey. So then you have the bad guys, the fleas. So you need to get tools, and if every turn after everybody spins, the fleas will spin. If they can make it through the red path to the end, they win. But say what you need to try to find these. This will help you. You spin, but you have to try to find a bunch of tools. When you land on one, you can pick it. Where are all the shrink rays? Here we go, and here. No, not here. Here's a shrink ray example. And here's the other one. Okay, so there are 4 shrink rays. You only need 3. Every shrink ray, you want to try to land on him, and you can use one of your shrink ray to take away one piece. Then after you take away all 3, club ammo, and get back to the doghouse to win. Things are finally getting good. It's the Pac-Man board game. Bet you didn't know that was coming, did ya? There are 3 dice to roll. 11. Then you can move 11. It also has sounds. I didn't put them on yet. Here, I'm gonna put this. There are power pellets. And they'll immediately end your turn, but then you roll all 3 dice again, and you can try to use that move to eat ghosts or get more power pellets. It's really fun indeed. Oh yeah, the ghosts draw cards instead. There's also an arcade mode where Pac-Man can have all 3 of his lives. Number 2 on our list is the Wheel of Fortune game. I already have it out. There was a mistake earlier, so I already have this out. Spin your spinner. 500. A. Then you'll be able to use this, and this is number 4. So you would be able to look in here. Sorry if it's a little. Okay. A hole in one-way ticket, so it would be an A here. Hole in one-way ticket. There would be an A here. And that's all your A's, and you would get 1,500 for each A. Then there's all these money free plays, which there's a check-off list for what letters you did already, and a marker. It's really fun to play. There are 100 of these. There are 100 of these. Here, you can see the 100 right there. And there are 100 of these, and by the time you do all of them, you'll forget the first 50 of them. Monopoly Gamer at number 1. There are 4 different characters: Mario, Princess Peach, Yoshi, and Donkey Kong. And you can buy more, like Rosalina, Fire Mario, Boo, Yoshi, Luigi, Toad, Tanuki Mario, and I don't have these, but Wario and Diddy Kong. Then all the properties are based off of Mario. You have a power-up die, which has a bunch of different power-ups, like there are so many different power-ups. Coins for money, on boss battles. These cards, each character has an ability. If you land on the star on the board, I forgot to show you the board. Here's the board. That's for boss fights. I didn't put that here yet. You still have the normal jail, the just go to jail, and free parking. You have Thwomp. Pipes will take you to the next pipe. Here you can roll the number die and take that many coins. When you land on a star, you'll be able to use your star ability. This star ability lets you advance to the next unowned property. You may buy it. If there are no unowned properties, do nothing. It's just like a really fun game that the fun can last for hours, and it's really easy to learn. Wow, 10 great board games. I really like them. You might too. They're a bunch of different categories, so you might not like all of them, but if they were the same category and you didn't like it, you wouldn't like any of them. So, thank you for watching. Please let's try to get 50 of them. But like down below, subscribe so you don't, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any new videos. And thank you again for watching. Right. Speaking of Mario, comment down below any viewer wishes you have for Mario Maker 2. It could be any kind of wish, like I wish we can have more different types of items. I wish we can make the giant Bowser and that boss battle from New Super Mario Bros. Wii, if you remember it, or New Super Mario Bros. U, where you're the size of his foot. I wish that we could have, I don't know, anything. So, yeah.